Hey everybody, it's Weather Anchor Mama. Thanks so much for tuning in. I know it's been a minute, but I'm back and I have a big announcement to make. This is quite big for me, and I've been researching and struggling with this decision, but I finally decided to transition. For those of you who aren't familiar with that term, that means I'm going back to natural. Most of my years growing up, I've had a relaxer. I think since about junior high. Yes, I don't even remember what my natural hair looks or feels like. I just know what the new growth feels like, and it's kind of, you know, hard, hard to comb through sometimes. Um, but I thought about this long and hard, and I, made this decision because of a few reasons. I mean, number one, I am a mom. I have a 1.5-year-old now. She's 18 months. She's growing. Her hair is growing. And I've recently been trying to find the right products to use. And I've spoken to so many other great mommy bloggers, friends, people I know, and even, some folks who own businesses, hair care lines. And they've gave me great suggestions. And I found that I was trying to make sure that I stick with those all natural products. I mean, obviously, I've made some mistakes along the way that I've also blogged about on weatheranchormama.com. And, with that said, I wanted to avoid putting in harmful products like the parabens, the sulfates, mineral oils, petroleum jelly, products that'll either, block the moisture from getting into her hair shaft or just strip her hair completely of any moisture that she does have. And then I said to myself, here I am putting in all this work into finding great, hair products for her. And I'm not doing the same for myself. I'm out there getting relaxers every 6 to 8 weeks. I'm putting in all this stuff in my hair, and I'm not looking at the labels and reading them and, going over everything with a fine-tooth comb. It just doesn't make sense. I felt like a hypocrite. I still feel like a hypocrite. I would hate for her to grow up one day and say, "Hey, Mom, why can't I, straighten my hair? You do it to yours. Why can't I put a relaxer?" And obviously, I'm going to tell her no. I mean, she is, biracial, so her hair texture right now it's like straight, and then the back is curly, so it's still coming in. So it's very hard to tell what her hair texture will be as she gets older. But I want to teach her about the making the right choices in terms of hair care, as well as, just right choices through life in general. I know she won't always listen, but I could just do the best I can, and I can also practice what I preach. So that's, I think, the main reason. Another reason why I decided to transition is because thinning hair runs in my family. The women in my family have thinning hair. It is what it is. I don't know how. I tried using every product known to man to thicken my hair up, but it just doesn't work. Rollers, hair thickening shampoos, everything, you name it. And I had a nightmare of a story a few years back. I've been married for 7 years, and I remember, preparing and wanting to find the right hairstyle. So I wanted to put some tracks in, okay? Sew in some tracks. Big mistake. After like 2 months, I had no hair on the sides of my head. I guess it's like the tension that made it all fall out. So I still kind of see remnants of just like really, thinning over here. It never really quite came back. That, along with the fact that I think naturally my hair is very fine and thin there. So I'm also wondering if, maybe going natural will kind of change all of that and allow my hair to get, healthier and stronger again. And I think that it will. Of course, going back to, I think it's been, oh my goodness, last relaxer I got obviously was about 2 weeks ago, but the first time I got a relaxer I was probably like 12. And I remember my hair being so thick and full, and then over the years it's just got thinner and finer and thinner and finer. And of course, many of you moms out there may have gone through hair thickening while you're pregnant. My hair was just growing like weeds, and it was just thickening up. And now that my hormone levels are going down, it's like it's getting all thin again and falling out and shedding. I'm shedding like a dog here. So I'm hoping that, going back natural will help with just the state that my hair is in and just to give it a nice break. And I'm hoping that you guys out there um, help. I mean, I wouldn't mind hearing some, comments from you about maybe your transitioning stories, how you were able to cope and how you were able to, not fall off of the wagon. Because I know there's going to be times when I'm going to be like, I need it. I need a fix. I need a creamy crack fix. But, I'm going to fight through it right now. It's been 2 weeks since my last relaxer. And there you have it. It's all still all straight. Once those new growths start coming in, I know things are going to change, but I'm up for it. And I'll be documenting my journey on my blog, weatheranchormama.com. And I hope that you guys wouldn't mind joining me on my journey. If you're transitioning, please let me know. Let me know your story. Or if you have already transitioned, or if you're thinking about transitioning, I would love to hear your story. So I know this is long-winded, and again, I'll continue to be, making posts, written posts and video posts as well. So I hope you guys come back and watch and just read and tune in and visit me on weatheranchormama.com. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a very blessed day. Mwah! Bye.